The sun shines on Silverstone here on this beautiful spring weekend, and we are ready for our first race of the day here on BARC TV. First race of the day is the second of the weekend for the Dunlop Mini Miglia Challenge. Dave Goddard here taking you through the action once again. A very busy day of racing to come. Mini Miglia is followed up by Brick Car Trophy and classic touring cars, and much more to come throughout the day. We'll bring you the grid very shortly for our second Mini Miglia Challenge race of the weekend, but first of all, let's hear from a couple of the competitors with Steve Jameson.
Mark Sims in the paddock ahead of the Mini Miglias. Mark, it was such a fun day yesterday out on track, wasn't it? What was that? What was that like to be a part of?
Great, good race, really good fun, nice and clean, easy. Looking forward to today.
It's such a great weekend, isn't it, to be back? The sun's shining at Silverstone. It really feels like a special weekend, and the racing yesterday really lived up to the billing. It's been a while to get around to it, but it was worth the wait in the end, wasn't it?
Definitely. Hopefully now we've got a good season, we can get on with it all, and the world can go back to normal.
Wouldn't that be great? And I've noticed as well you've got a lot of supporters with you in the paddock this weekend. Shout out to them. Who's with you this weekend?
Well, I've got Boise, I've got Colin, I've got a load over there in the corner. They're all old though, I'm afraid. A bit old. We can bring them along, they're all special needs.
And what can we expect from you in this first race this morning? What are you hoping for?
Well, I'd like to be in the top 10. It's a new car this year, so it's only the second time it's been out, so hopefully top 10, that'd be good.
Wish you the best luck.
Thank you.
Down here in the paddock with the Mini Miglias, we got Sean King with us. Sean, it was a fantastic day yesterday out on track. The racing was as good as we've seen it in a long time. It feels like it's been a long wait, but has it been worth being back?
Yeah, it's been good to be back. It's been a long break, 14 years for me since I've started.
Even longer for you then.
A long time, yes. So just really trying to get my head back into it and bring the car home yesterday. And trying to remember how to do a race start and try and keep up with the pack, but they disappeared yesterday.
Yeah, it was fast racing, wasn't it? It was frenetic. The challenge in the midfield to navigate your way through the volume of cars out on the track. It was frenetic racing at times.
Yeah, I did get to watch it on YouTube because I couldn't see them from where I sat. But hopefully, as we go throughout the season, I might be able to catch them up.
And how much are you enjoying being back racing? Obviously, for you, it's been a little bit longer than most. Most people have had to wait a while because of COVID. You've had to wait 14 years on top of that. So,
yes.
What's it like to be back for you?
It's a lot of fun. I forgot how much fun it was, and first time out in a Miglia as well. So, a bit quicker than the other cars I've driven before. So, yeah, really enjoying it. Thank you.
Well, I wish you the very best luck for today.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.
To hear from a couple of the competitors there, let's have a look at the grid for Mini Miglia Dunlop Mini Challenge Miglia, supported by Mini Spares Race 2. The top 8 finishers from yesterday's race are reversed on the grid. So James Cuthbertson, who finished 8th, number 37, is on pole alongside number 11 Kane Astin. Second row, former champion number 23 Rupert Death alongside Nick Padmore in the 56. Third row, 85 Sam Summerhays, and reigning champion 21 Aaron Smith. Fourth row, former British Touring Car champion Andrew Jordan in car 77 lines up alongside yesterday's winner, number 32 Endaf Owens. On the fifth row, Ben Colburn in 55, doubling up with Brick Car this weekend alongside number 20 Mark Sims. Sixth row, 49 Martin Wager and 69 Tony LeMay. Seventh row, the man we just heard from, Sean King in the 44 alongside Torben Astin in number 91. And on row 8, Scott Kendall in number 8 and Peter Arnold number 26. On the ninth row, we have Chris Lovett number 62, 47 of Darren Mason. 10th row is James Colburn, brother of Ben, alongside number 4 Colin Peacock, and 15 Gordon Pocock, bit of a commentator's nightmare there, lines up on row 11. Then there's a gap, and we've got the Mini Libre category for the more open class 4, slightly different minis to the Miglias. Top 4 finishers for them from yesterday are reversed. So it's Les Stanton, 133 on pole for them, alongside Peter Hills, number 126. Peter Cruz, Mini Racing veteran, number 177, alongside yesterday's class winner, 219 Richard Colburn. And finally, 113 Phil Harvey and 123 Hugh Turner complete the grid. So on the grid then, the top 8 reversed from yesterday in the Miglia class, and rather appropriately, those 8 cars were covered by less than 2 seconds at the checkered flag in what was an absolutely incredible race yesterday. Really was brilliant from the Mini Miglias. We are missing somebody by the look of it from the third row. Is that Sam Summerhays that's not there? Yes, the blue number 85 is not there. Is Is he going to join in from the pit lane, or is he a non-starter? He did pick up a little bit of damage in yesterday's race in the battle. It's James Cuthbertson, number 37, 5th in the championship last year, starts on pole alongside number 11 of Kane Astin. Failed to win a race last year, Kane, such is a rare occurrence. Been racing these cars for many years. Rupert Death on the second row of the grid. He had a couple of wins last year, as away they go. We are underway. One car has got away from the back of the Miglias. Now the Libra class will start from the separate grid. They have a 10-second delay. The Union flag will go down and they will get underway, but through Abbey Corner for the first time they go, it is Kane Astin who has taken the early lead in car number 11. This 20-minute race, now the second group gets underway, the Mini Lead category. The leaders heading round towards the top of the circuit through the village complex and on towards Beckett's. It is Kane Astin who has got the lead in car number 11 ahead of 37 James Cuthbertson. They slide their way into Beckett's. This is going to be very spectacular indeed. James Cuthbertson, the pole sitter, there in second place. Aaron Smith, the defending champion, in third place, in fourth place rather, in the pink car behind Rupert Death in the 23. Then we've got Andrew Jordan, 2013 British Touring Car champion, and now a very quick historic racer indeed. Look at Rupert Death up the inside in the 23. He's going to take second place, trying to take the lead away. Rather audacious move there into the right-hander at Stowe Corner. They've all made it round okay. We say one non-starter, unfortunately, Sam Summerhays in the number 85 car. It's number 11, Kane Astin, who has the lead at the moment, the man from Cambridge, starting to eke out a slight gap as they come round to complete lap number 1. Cuthbertson in second place, it's Death third, Smith fourth, Jordan fifth, and in sixth position Endaf Owens, the winner yesterday. He seemed to lead across the timing line every time, despite what's happened in the rest of the lap. The Flying Welshman, there he is, the number 32 car. Then there's a small gap back to Nick Padmore in car 56, one of Britain's top historic racers. Race historic sports cars and Formula 1 cars, among other things. 3 wide there through Village Corner. It's getting frantic already in the lower reaches of the top 10. Kane Astin out front by a couple of car lengths ahead of Rupert Death. Then a solid scrub of cars behind. 44 car there of Sean King making his debut this weekend in the Miglia category, as we heard earlier. Down the hanger straight they come towards the daunting right-hander at Stowe. There's plenty of jockeying for position behind. Andrew Jordan trying to hold off Aaron Smith, then Nick Padmore in the white car. Endaf Owens, then the 25, the green car there. 55 rather, that's Ben Colburn, and his brother James, I think that is behind him. No, there is James. Martin Wade next in the order, I apologise, number 49. Into Vale, you don't want to go up on the curb there. Jeff Smith in the Mini 7 class proved that yesterday, got up onto 2 wheels. Kane Astin is being reeled in here by the number 23, former champion Rupert Death, positioning himself to try and make a move here on Abbey Corner for the lead. He's going to go round the outside as they come over the start line. Still a long way to go in this race, over 17 minutes. As the lead pack heads through Abbey Corner. Aaron Smith under fire from Endaf Owens. Now, has Death been able to make that move stick around the outside? He certainly has, ahead of Kane Astin. Cuthbertson weaving around there in third. Then it's Jordan, Padmore, Smith and Owens. They come out towards Beckett's. Rupert Death with the lead then, number 23, the man from Cambridge, same hometown as his rival Kane Astin, so a bit of local rivalry between these two. The Swift Tune prepared car leads it. Nick Swift, a mini racing guru in the UK, famous for his performances at Goodwood, where he's normally sideways. Andrew Jordan for the inside at Stowe Corner, trying to take third. Nick Padmore's there on the inside as well. Jordan up the inside takes James Cuthbertson for third place. Padmore is fifth, then Smith, Owens, the first of the Colburn brothers. Number 55, that's Ben. James making his way through from a bit further back on the grid, number 25. He failed to finish yesterday's races, locking up there on the inside. Rupert Death battling away with the number 11 of Kane Astin. They're side by side, but Death ran a bit wide there out of Vale towards Club Corner. And the end of another lap. Death has somehow held his lead in the number 23 ahead of Astin. Endaf Owens has clipped the back of somebody. You can see a bit of damage to the front of his car. Jordan is third. Then we've got Cuthbertson. Now leading the Mini Libra class further back is the number 177 of Peter Cruz, I can tell you, the man from Devon. Death from Astin as they reach the complex. Then Jordan, Owens is up to 4. James Cuthbertson is dropping back slightly. Here's the battle in the Libra category. They've caught Peter Arnold at the back of the Miglias. There is Peter Cruz, number 177. Real veteran of mini racing in the Britax Cooper car. all the way from Torquay to race here this weekend. Lovely retro livery on that machine. He leads that class further back. He's ahead of yesterday's class winner Richard Colburn. There's the battle for the lead down the inside into Stowe corner. Kane Astin. Oh, there's contact as they come out towards the Vale. A little bit of wheel banging there. Now who's going to come out of this with the lead? Deeth's on the inside as they come down to the left hand. He should take the lead back. He has, as pulling into the pits there in the background, Phil Harvey, number 113. He's out of the race. Deeth runs very wide over the curbs on the exit of Vale. Somehow he holds it together. Needs to be careful going over the curbs too much. You may get a warning for exceeding track limits. Repeat offences on that can lead to penalties. Deeth leads from Astin. Andrew Jordan is in third place. Nick Padmore in the white car is fourth. And it's Owens, Smith. Ben Colburn's going well in the 55, the green car. He gets ahead of Cuthbertson. This is great stuff. 6 of them together. Then a group of 3. Martin Wager, another mini veteran, is in there as well, number 49. 23 of Rupert Deeth holds his lead. Won the last 2 races of 2020 at Thruxton, on his way to second in the points behind Aaron Smith. Here they come down the straight. They'll start to move across to defend their position down the hanger straight towards Stowe. Which side is he going to go? Rupert Deeth. Which side's Andrew Jordan going to go? He's going to the outside. So is Nick Padmore. He's there in 4th place. Lap record holder at Goodwood in a Formula 1 car, a Formula 1 Arrows. Did that at the Goodwood Speed Week event last year. To the inside goes Kane Astin. Can he get past Rupert Deeth? Not quite this time. Deeth holds the line. Still 13.5 minutes of this frantic action to go. Andrew Jordan there in 3rd place in number 77. And his career in rallycross. Before moving up to touring cars with his father Mike. Moving to the inside there. There's Richard Colburn, number 219. He's taken the lead from Peter Cruz in the Mini Lieb class. So going for a double, number 219 of Richard Colburn. His 2 sons battling up ahead in the Miglia category. Somebody else slowing up there and pulling into the pits. That's the number 47, which is Darren Mason. We saw him have problems yesterday as well. Engine trouble for the 47 this weekend. One of the top novices last season. As the class battle heads over the line. Those 2 separated by just under a second. Peter Cruz fighting back. 3rd in that class it is Peter Hills, number 126 in the turquoise blue car there. Leaders are heading down towards Stowe corner. It is still Rupert Deeth that's got the lead. There's been a couple of changes behind them though. Andrew Jordan has got ahead of Kane Astin, but ahead of both of them is Nick Padmore. He's up into 2nd place, having come down the hanger straights. Back with the class battle, Richard Colburn and Peter Cruz. Through Beckett's they go. Effectively 2 races in one here. Mini lead for cars of slightly different engine capacities, with more freedom to modify the cars, designed to give slightly different minis a home to race. Back with the Miglia class, the 1293cc engine cars. These cars running on Dunlop slick racing tyres, and Nick Padmore wants the lead of this race. He's chasing down Rupert Deeth. He goes to the outside, coming towards Village. I don't think he'll get through there. Jordan 3rd, Astin 4th, Aaron Smith in 5th in the pink machine. Runs a bit wide there at Village. Still got Endaf Owens, yesterday's winner, behind him. Swing their way through. You can see that bit of damage on the front of Endaf Owens' car, the bonnet flapping. If that gets any worse, he might risk what drivers call the meatball flag, the black flag with the orange disc. It means mechanical defect, you need to call into the pits. Hopefully Endaf Owens' bonnet won't start flapping open anymore. As to the outside goes Nick Padmore. It's now Swift Tune cars running 1, 2 and 3. Deeth, Padmore and Jordan, with Kane Astin chasing hard in the 11. 4 of them together for the lead. Aaron Smith trying to keep in touch in 5th. Rupert Deeth to the inside, holds off Nick Padmore again. Soaking up the pressure here, Rupert Deeth. Bit of understeer there on the way out. He doesn't want to run wide again onto the curbs here. Just holds it together. Nick Padmore really putting the pressure on. Nick's won races in everything over the years, from Minis to Ford Fiestas to Lola T70 sports cars to Formula 1 cars. He's raced Williams Formula 1 cars, and I believe a Brabham as well, if memory serves me right, in historic Masters F1 events. Richard Colburn incidentally still leading the Lieb class further back, having come through from towards the rear of their smaller grid. Endaf Owens dropping away a little bit there in 6th. 7th is Ben Colburn. can't take your eyes off this lead battle. 4 of them nose to tail. It's soon going to be 5 because Aaron Smith's closing up as well. Out of Chapel onto the Hanger straights. What's going to happen this time into Stowe Corner? Rupert Death continues to lead as we come up to half distance in this frantic race. Second of the weekend for the Dunlop Mini Miglia Challenge, supported by Mini Spares. I think Endaf Owens is going to need to raid the Mini Spares parts bin as Kane Aston a bit sideways there. Round the outside of Andrew Jordan, up into 3rd place. Great bit of driving by Kane Aston. Yes, new headlights for Endaf Owens, I think, on his car. He's lost a headlight somewhere. Death continues to lead into Vale, then into Club. Again, Padmore gets the tighter line on the exit. Andrew Jordan runs wide over the curves. This is Aaron Smith's opportunity to take 4th place away. Owens in 6th. Top 5 covered by 1.2 seconds. Ben Colburn heads the next group and Smith goes through at Abbey up into 4th position. Reigning champion who won 4 races on the trot to begin the 2020 season. Restricted back in the pack, the lead pack of 8 yesterday. Nick Padmore attacks again through Beckett's onto Chapel, then onto the Hanger straights. Here they come. Death, Padmore, Aston, Smith and Jordan. Great to have names like Nick Padmore and Andrew Jordan in this championship. Padmore's got his headlights on, trying to intimidate Rupert Death as Jordan goes to the outside. So does Padmore. Tries to cut back to the inside on the exits. There's a back marker ahead. That's Peter Arnold, number 26, is going to be lapped. Won't catch him just yet, though, as they come down into the left-hander at Vale. Again, Padmore gets the slightly tighter line on the exit, but it's not working for him at the moment. Death able to get the power down from that 1293cc engine. 5 line astern across the line. 1.5 seconds covers them. Just over 8 minutes to go here in this second of the weekend for the Dunlop Mini Miglia Challenge. Second group now headed up by Martin Wager. He's come through into 7th place ahead of James Cuthbertson. Ben Colburn's lost a couple of places. Here's the Mini Libre class battle. 219 of Richard Colburn ahead of Peter Cruz in the Britax Cooper car, run by Rats Racing. Trying to close in on him and take his first class win of the season. To Vale they go. Richard Colburn probably wondering how his 2 sons are doing further up the field. Ben Colburn is in 9th place. Richard has dropped down to 16th. Where's James Colburn? Can't see him in the timing at the moment, but anyway, here comes the lead battle. It is still Rupert Death as they come down towards Vale. In fact, we've lost James Colburn. He's pulled into the pits out of our sight, but anyway, here come the leaders. Again, Death runs wide, and this is Padmore's opportunity. Now he's got a run on him, has he? No. Death moves to cover as they complete their 10th lap. Terrific stuff at the front. Less than 7 minutes now to go. Kane Aston holding on in 3rd place. Then Andrew Jordan and Aaron Smith. They pull clear of Endaf Owens now, and Nick Padmore is all over Rupert Death for the lead. Through Farm Corner up towards Village. Kane Aston wants a piece of this as well in number 11, the man who started from the front row of the grid. Poleman Cuthbertson is now down to 10th. He's dropped behind Colin Peacock in number 4 now. Through Beckett's Aaron Smith on the attack in the pink 21. What's going to happen as they come into Stowe Corner this time? Are we going to see Kane Aston go round the outside again in the number 11 as he did earlier? Nick Padmore wants to do that. He's going to the outside of Rupert Death. Who's going to brake latest? Are they going to brake at all, or just use a bit of tyre scrub to shave some speed off? That's what they usually do. Padmore goes to the right-hand side, but he's going to be on the outside for the left-hander at Vale again. Possibly relying on Rupert Death running wide on the exit into Club. Up on the curb goes Kane Aston in 3rd place. Death's going to run wide again. This is again Padmore's opportunity. Can he get an overlap this time? No, again Death gets the power down early. Really driving superbly defensively. What's happened to Kane Aston? We've lost Kane Aston. I think that was up on the entry to Club. And further back, Peter Cruz is off. Peter Cruz has gone off. That's up at farm. There's Kane Astin. He's off as well. Now there's tyre marks on the side of that car. There must have been some contact in there, so the third place man has gone. Meantime, here's a group further back. Martin Wager, James Cuthbertson. They're chasing Ben Colburn in the 55, so it's all happening down the order. There's a couple of back markers. That's Peter Hills, number 126, and Les Stanton in 133. They're going to be lapped by our lead group, which is only 4 now. We lost Kane Astin nearly a lap ago. Not sure whether there was contact there, but he's off at club. Nick Padmore continues to pressure Rupert Death, looking for signs of contact on the other cars. Jordan and Smith third and fourth. Down towards the left-hander, here they come. Again, Rupert Death defends, looking for his first win of the season. Holding off a very determined Nick Padmore. 4.5 minutes to go, 12 laps completed. Top 4 covered by a second as they go over the line. Back markers ahead, they'll have to be careful. Great shame we've lost Kane Astin, he was running well. Saw him get up on the curb at Vale, so whether he just spun out, I'm not sure. Endaf Owens further back in 5th place. Ben Colburn is now 6th. It's Colin Peacock up to 7th. Martin Wager, James Cuthbertson and Mark Sims round out the top 10 as they fling it round the outside of Les Stanton there, 133 the back marker. Blue flags being shown here. There's Peter Hills, 126. He's now running 2nd in the Libra class with the demise of Peter Cruz. Leaders go to the inside to pass him. Good driving by Peter Hills, moving out of the way, let them through. Now Nick Padmore to the outside again, into Stowe Corner. Absolutely on the edge of adhesion there. Here the tyre squeal from these Dunlop slick racing tyres. Rupert Death continues to hold that lead. Can Nick Padmore get a run on him? Through the right-hander at club. Can he get in the slipstream this time for Abbey? Nick Padmore is trying. Here we go, down towards Abbey Corner. He goes to the inside. Dodges back in behind Rupert Death, trying to get the slipstream. He hasn't quite managed it this time, but he's right there. There's going to be inches between them as Padmore creeps up onto the back of the 23 minute. Jordan still there in 3rd. Aaron Smith in 4th. And a gap back to Endaf Owens, who's quite a long way back now in 5th. Yes, he's nearly 9 seconds down on this group. Again, Padmore's trying. He's really trying. Look at him throw that car around as they come out of Beckett's. Padmore just looking for the opportunity to strike. He was in the slipstream there. He's going to strike early this time on the rundown. But look at Jordan up the inside. Squeezed under the grass. 2 wheels on the grass for Andrew Jordan. Padmore, meanwhile, while that was going on, has got round the outside. He's into the lead. And Jordan's through as well. Fantastic stuff. Well, Padmore made his move earlier that time down the straight. But now he's got to deal with Andrew Jordan. Got a wheel onto the grass there. That won't bother him. He's had background in rallycross before moving into touring cars and beyond. Through towards club they come. Nick Padmore, your new race leader. Andrew Jordan 2nd. Death is down to 4th because Aaron Smith has come through as well. Rupert Death will be frustrated there. 1st to 4th in the space of a couple of corners. Now Jordan attacking for the lead. Padmore and Jordan, 2 of Britain's finest historic saloon and sports car racers. But now they've got to deal with... And Rupert Death's got a problem. Rupert Death slowing down, what a shame. Let's hope he can make the flag. There's 1 minute 20 on the clock, so they'll have, I think, this lap plus 1 more. Nick Padmore is defending here, right over to the right-hand side of the circuit there, defending from Andrew Jordan. He knows what Jordan's going to try and do. So they come down the straight this time. To the outside goes Andrew Jordan, trying to bamboozle Nick Padmore. But Nick is not an easy man to confuse. He's got a lot of experience. Aaron Smith looking on, thinking if anything goes wrong between these two, I'll pick up the pieces and get my first win of the season. Towards Vale once again. Cannot take your eyes off this. Richard Colburn, incidentally, is still leading the Libra class further back. They come round to start what will be their last lap. There's the board from the marshals. 30 seconds to go. Can Nick Padmore hang on to take the win? Made a couple of appearances in the Mini Miglias last season. Best results of second place at Thruxton. Now coming up to lap Richard Colburn, there is the blue number 219. Padmore defending. What can Andrew Jordan do? The man from Lichfield in Staffordshire. Padmore comes from Reigate in Surrey. Throws it sideways. But what can Aaron Smith do? Is he looking for a last bend lunge? The Kent-based driver looking to defend his title this year, and defending is what Nick Padmore is doing. Which side is Andrew Jordan going to go on the run down towards Stowe Corner? Padmore moves to cover the inside. Jordan will try and slipstream him and throw it round the outside into Stowe, trying to get on the correct line for Vale. I don't think he's going to do it. This is going to be close between the three of them, though. Jordan is trying. He's going to try for a last bend lunge. But there's not much of a run to the finish line out of Club Corner. The finish line at the start of the Hamilton Straights. And I think Nick Padmore has done enough. Here they come. Throws it almost sideways coming out of Vale towards Club. And it's going to be Nick Padmore in car number 56 towards the checkered flag. Nick Padmore is our first winner of the day here at Silverstone. Second to Andrew Jordan. Third, Aaron Smith. As quickly as that, covered by less than half a second at the flag. Superb battling between those three. Bad luck to the other cars involved in that battle. Kane Astin, who went off, and Rupert Death, who suffered problems after losing the lead. Fourth place will go to Endaf Owens, yesterday's winner, some 14 seconds down on the race winner. Fifth goes to Ben Colburn, and Colin Peacock, number 4, takes sixth position. James Cuthbertson, the pole sitter, ends up seventh, ahead of Mark Sims, Martin Wager, and it should be Sean King who comes across. He does in 10th place, capping a good weekend on his debut in the Miglia class. The Libra class finishing a lap down but taking the victory. Richard Colburn in car number 219, ahead of Peter Hills and Les Stanton. We lost a fair number of cars towards the end of that one. We'll confirm the results very shortly, but congratulations, Nick Padmore, taking his first Mini Miglia win of the season. Well, not quite as frantic and frenetic as yesterday's race, but still a very close battle up front. Well done to Nick Padmore in the number 56 Swift-tuned car. He beat Andrew Jordan home by less than 0.3 of a second, with Aaron Smith right on their tails as well. Into the pit lane they come. Sure, we'll hear from the race winner fairly shortly. Good stuff indeed. Let's check out the results then of the Dunlop Mini Miglia Challenge, supported by Mini Spares. Nick Padmore the winner by 0.291 of a second, ahead of Andrew Jordan. Aaron Smith just a couple of tenths further back in third. Fourth place to yesterday's winner, Endaf Owens, with Ben Colburn a good fifth, ahead of Colin Peacock. Seventh going to the pole sitter James Cuthbertson. Then Mark Sims, Martin Wager and Sean King round out the top 10. Kane Astin did get going again after his problems. Sorry, that's Torburn Astin, my apologies, in 11th place, and 12th place going to Scott Kendall. Richard Colburn, a lap down, winning the Libra category, ahead of Peter Hills and Les Stanton in 15th place. The 16th place behind them was Peter Arnold. It was the 62 of Chris Lovett in 17th. The rest of the field failing to finish. We lost Kane Astin and Rupert Death, of course. Peter Cruz unfortunately ending up in the gravel. We lost quite a few more towards the tail of the field as well, and sadly Sam Summerhays, another front runner from yesterday, didn't take the start. Back to qualifying next up with the Classic Touring Car Racing Club, the Classic Thunder and Blue Oval Saloon Series. We'll head down to Steve Jameson in a moment in the pits in Parc Ferme.
Well, Nick Padmore here in Parc Ferme. That was some drive, Nick. Congratulations on the win, first of the season. How does that feel?
Oh, it was brilliant. I just tried everything to get past Rupert, and I couldn't. And it's funny, my wife was on the phone last night and she watched race 1. And she's going, why do you keep going around the outside? And I was thinking, Jesus, she's going to tell me off again. But it worked in the end. I got past Rupert, and that was a mega race.
You had a bit of a challenge coming behind you as well, once you're in front as well. Just had to hold him off as long as possible.
Yeah, that was it. I saw Andrew come and I thought, here we go. You know, don't touch my little baby. Don't put any marks on it. And it was good. I managed to hold him off. He was in a mega tow down the back straight, but actually couldn't get round. So yeah, it was wicked.
It was a brilliant day of racing yesterday. Another great race today as well. The Mini's just giving us so much entertainment this weekend. How much fun is it to actually race in them?
It's why I do it. It's Dad and Lad go racing, and it's a very friendly paddock, and the racing is just so close. And you know, all the front guys are on it as well. So if you miss a gear or if you lift off too early, you're going to lose loads of spaces. So it's places. So it's it's brilliant. But my Swift Tune engine was mega.
And from your perspective,
thanks to Nick.
Sorry, just from your perspective, how nice is it to be back? First weekend of the season, obviously, and you're out here with a win on the Sunday. It must feel brilliant.
It's brilliant. It's lovely. It's just good to see the atmosphere and everyone here, and the racing is all weekends really, really good. So long may it continue. Hopefully we get back to some sort of normality. If we have to wear a mask, that's cool. But let's keep racing.
Sounds like a plan to me. Best of luck for the rest of the afternoon, mate. Congratulations.
Cheers.
Well, congratulations, Nick Padmore. As we say, one of Britain's leading historic racers, and very enjoyable racing there indeed. Well done indeed, the Dunlop Mini Miglia Challenge, supported by Mini Spares. But now we're on to something a whole lot bigger. Get ready to be thunderstruck, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Edmondson Electrical Classic and Historic Thunder Saloons qualifying session, along with the Burton Power Blue Oval Saloon Series for everything Ford, coming up very shortly.